Rush, obviously, it's no uncommon knowledge that Rush is your go-to band.
Absolutely, my favorite.
So explain that, and then you got to play, of course, with members of the band. How has that made your life different?
It's made my life complete. I'm done.
So you're done. It's 25 years. I'm done. I'm wrapping it up.
Totally. I won the lottery. No, I've become really, really good friends with Neil, with the drummer, and we wrote one song together. But he's played on our last 2 records. He's a hero of mine, but he's also really, the amazing thing is he went from being a hero of mine, which he still is, but now he's my friend. And that's it's kind of a beautiful thing.
That is a beautiful thing, especially to live the dream. I mean, if you have that dream as a kid and now you're getting to live it. And Rush, obviously a legendary band, but now I don't want to make us sound old, but Vertical Horizon now, I mean, it's for all intents and purposes, it's classic. It's 25 years.
I want to be a classic. I totally want to be a classic.
Well, you are.
That's the goal, man.
So congratulations on 25 years.
Thank you very much.
25 years in any one particular thing is not something a lot of people can relate to, especially as a musician and as an artist in general. Yeah. So, I mean, you've had a journey and longevity that most people don't see. So, what's your secret? How'd you do it? How do you do it for 25 years?
I think, honestly, it's about showing gratitude, and I think it's about saying please and thank you, and I think then at the end of the day it's also about delivering. You have to be good, if not great, every single time you get on that stage, and sometimes we're closer to great and just a solid good, but I'm almost positive every night that we're going to be solidly good at least.
How do you get your head in the game to say, all right, I'm going to be great tonight? I mean, is it the same? Do you go through like a routine?
Yeah, it's not something that you can, it's not about any sort of mindset. It's just sort of whether or not the fairies are going to appear and the magic sort of is going to happen or not. I mean, I don't know what it is. If I did, we would be great every single night.
You could bottle it, sell it.
Yeah.
So, all right, you've talking about or longevity and different perspectives, but can you give me, this is a weird question, but give me a day in the life of you. We'll start with Vertical Horizon. Give me a day in the life of you in 1992. And then a day in the life of you in 2000, and then like today.
Yeah, well, I mean, in 1992, I just graduated from college, and I was working in an adult daycare center during the day, and then playing gigs at night. I had graduated from Georgetown with a degree in psychology, and so I was using that degree and working with Alzheimer's patients. But what I really wanted to do was play music, and that was the dream. So every night we'd play somewhere in Washington, D.C., and then slowly the thing built, and people came to our shows, and people started buying our records. And so then in 2000, obviously the floodgates opened, and it was an incredible ride. We did things that I didn't even dream of. Played at the Redskins Stadium, in Washington, D.C., and, thinking about that moment compared to where we were, and we lived in Arlington, Virginia, and we'd play in little coffee shops, back in 92. That was amazing. And, so much about the journey was hard to process because it was coming so fast. And now, I really... I feel so fortunate, and I'm so grateful for the people who have stuck with us and enabled us to continue doing this thing. So now to be able to play today, for example, at the Paramount here in Huntington, which I believe is one of the best clubs in the country, if not the world. This place is absolutely world class. So to be able to have people who support us and invite us to clubs like this, and like yourself, invite me to come out, and speak on the radio. I'm just thankful. There are plenty of people out there who are more talented than I am, who haven't been able to keep it together. So I'm just glad that we're still kicking.
Well, you're putting the effort in, and the fans. I mean, we'll talk about that in a minute, but the love is definitely there. I mean, they pretty much prepaid your last album.
They did, yeah. We opened it up to them and basically said, "Can you help us do this?" And they did. That was a humbling experience, man. It was strange for me because I tend to write in a bubble. I'm very isolated when I make music. So to feel, at first I was worried that I would feel pressure. And in fact, pressure to deliver a certain thing to our fans. In fact, it didn't work out that way at all. It was, they just opened their arms up and said, hey, we're going to support you as you make this music, and how can we help? You know, it was very familial in that sense. It was like, you know, you go to your big brother and you say, I need your help. And we went to our fans and we said we needed help, and they helped us.
Was it, I mean, obviously it's a different experience without, you know, there's not a label breathing down your neck saying we need, you know, 3.5 minutes and a hook in 40 seconds.
Yeah.
How did that, was it like a big transition for you to kind of shift that skill set or live the dream, I guess?
Well, it wasn't a transition at all. In fact, for me, it was the purest form of songwriting. It was, where does this song want to go? You know, there were no other considerations, and that to me is the beauty of making music in the first place. You know, you want to say things that are genuine and real, and so the last record, Echoes from the Underground, really is a genuine record. It's the songs went where they wanted to go, and that's a beautiful thing. You know, I think nowadays we're constantly pressured for things to be 15 seconds or less, you know, social media enabled, and there's a beauty to that. You know, there is a beauty to being able to constantly see what your friends' eyes are seeing, but I think at the same time, you know, it's nice to step back from that and maybe be a little bit more deliberate and let the, you know, like there's the slow food movement, right? You know, maybe music, there are elements, it's not so bad to have a slow music element, you know, out there. And that's what this past record, you know, what this record was.
Which is terrific, by the way. I listened to the whole thing again this morning. So guys, if you haven't gotten it yet, definitely go on Amazon or iTunes. But is there anything else? I mean, that's got to be knowing that there's, you know, 1 million people out there who are willing to donate to you to make a new record. Is there something else in the works? Can we expect something?
Yeah, we're working on something now, and it's early days. I mean, I have a tendency to overpromise and to say something will be done by a certain day, and then I feel like a jerk when it's not. So we're not talking too much about it right now, if only for my sanity.
All right. Well, these people on the street I won't put you on the spot again, but what can we expect tonight? Are we looking at, is it going to be Echoes of the Underground and then you know, Everything You Want?
We'll do a sampling from all of our, I think there's a song from every record on the set list tonight. I think so. You know, it's really important for us to go back to some of our older records, songs that we haven't played for a long time. I feel like those probably got lost in the shuffle for a while there. So we're trying to, you know, go back to those old records as well. We're going to play the songs that people know from Everything You Want. We'll play some of the songs that everybody knows from Go. We'll have fun.
Can we take a request in a minute?
Yeah, sure.
But before that, I want to play a little game with you to kind of wrap up the interview.
Okay.
But knowing where you're from, originally from Massachusetts, in Worcester.
Oh, you're saying it so wrong.
Worcester. But if you've ever, I mean, here, this game is actually called Good Luck Tourist.
Okay.
Because if you've ever gone to visit someone in Massachusetts and they're like, "Come see me in Worcester," well, you know, we'll have lobster for $1.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. There's you're done, man. You're lost. Like, where's Worcester? So I want to test your knowledge of the rest of the country.
Okay.
So if you guys can see this, here's the trivia.
Okay. Bowie, Maryland.
It's actually Bowie, Maryland.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense, right? It says Bowie, but Bowie.
So this is the make Matt look like an idiot game?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, it's a tour. If you're a tourist, if you've never been there, how would you know?
I wouldn't. I'm going to say it's Humble, Texas, but clearly it's
Humble.
not.
It's like herb. The H is silent.
Okay, terrific.
If you don't want a playlist, you just let me know.
No, it's all right. I'm going to say Milan, Michigan. Because,
Milan, he nailed it.
Yeah,
it says it looks like Milan, of course, major city, but
yeah. That's going to be Houston, Delaware. I don't know.
It is Houston. He got this game pretty quick. Georgetown was the right school for him. And then, of course,
that's La Jolla.
La Jolla. Well, you're
California.
California guy. Yeah. I drove around San Diego for 3 days before it hit me like a brick. You know, I'm listening to radio commercials going, "Where's La Jolla?" La Jolla. Anyway. So
yeah, words are weird that way. I know when I lived in Manhattan, you know, Houston Street, it makes no sense. You know, let's just pronounce things one way, I think. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you phonetically.
Yeah, phonetically. There's a great bit that Eddie Izzard, the British comedian, does that they say herbs in England because there's an H in it.
Because there's an H in it.
You know, and I'm down with that.
All right. Well, Matt Scannell. have do we want to grab a request from the street? We have this nice little crowd. Does anybody? You guys are going to the show tonight. Do you have a request? Come on in. Do you mind if we have someone come in?
No. I can't guarantee I'll know the song, but
hopefully they. If we can get the window cracked open. Hopefully they request one of yours. If not, something from Rush. We want to play Rush?
Yeah.
Do a set.
Song you wrote with Neil. How about even now?
Oh, I can't.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're a god.
Yeah? You're a god? Sure. So just go for it? Yeah? All right, here we go. I gotta be honest, I think you know we're covered in lies and that's okay. There's somewhere beyond this, I know. I hope I can find the words to say. Never again, no, no, never again. 'Cause you're a God and I am not, and I just thought that you would know. You're a God and I am not, and I just thought I'd let you go. And I've been unable to put you down. I'm still learning things I ought to know by now. It's under the table, so and I need something more to show somehow. Never again, no, no, never again. 'Cause you're a God and I am not, and I just thought that you would know. You're a God and I am not, and I just thought I'd let you go. La 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 la, la. La 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 la. I gotta be honest, I think you know we're covered in lies and that's okay, love. Somewhere beyond this, I know, and I hope I can find the words to say. Never again, no, no, never again. 'Cause you're a God and I am not, and I just thought that you would know. You're a God and I am not, and I just thought I'd let you go. You're a God, oh, and I am not. I just thought, no, I thought that you would know. You're a God, oh, and I am not. I just thought I'd let you go. I'd let you go. Thank you very much.
If you guys haven't bought your tickets yet, now's the time. There's still some left at the box office. Get them before they're gone.